Hi guys, this is Sidney. In this video today, I was guided to share some messages that came for Lightworkers and New Earth leaders. So if you are finding this video and feeling connected somehow, even though you don't know what these words mean, or you know that you are one and you resonate, then this message may be for you. So as always, take what resonates for you and discern for yourself so that you hold your power within that way. Okay, so the message that came through was in regards to our life purpose that I just shared earlier today, that I uploaded on my YouTube as well. And that was for the general collective. And this particular message that came for those of you who are going to connect to this one is about you continuously having to choose to create out of love rather than create something out of fear. That is the lack mentality. So today I felt the huge energy shift. I think there's a lot of conjunction that is happening, and there was some conjunction happening between major planets on the 28th around this time. So I've been feeling the energy peaking. So it's like rising up and down every time astrological transits happen or shifts happen. That is for our highest support. So right now, as we entered into the Pisces season, we are having to continuously anchor down the state of flow that is in connection to the energy of peace, harmony, joy, inner balance, inner alignment. That is the huge theme of 2024. So right now, as we have been healing intensively last year, for the past 12 months and the years before that, we've been doing all that work to prepare ourselves to welcome this energy in so that we are ready to embody, anchor down, and be that love and light, be that example for the collective, for those of you, for those of people who are still unawakened or who are still resisting, especially a lot of star seeds. So we are also helping them by anchoring this energy down as well. And so what I was guided to share was that we need to continuously review when we want to envision what we want to create, and so-called manifestations and all that visualization, right? We want to invest our extra time and conscious effort to meditate, meaning connect with your inner self, inner guidance, your soul aspect, before you want to decide that you want that, or before you want to decide that that's what you want to create and start visualizing. Okay, it's because we want to anchor down this energy to the collective net that we activated on 222 portal in 2022. And this came to me, which I'm going to share in other video about the general messages on Pisces season. As we kicked off the new year, meaning the lunar new year, I was in Egypt for 222 portal, and I was at the pyramid at 2:22 p.m. Like I was all getting ready, sitting and meditating there, and I was asked to be there to add the energy to the net to activate something. And I didn't know what I was doing back then, and that message kept coming back. and I got the clarity. And so right now, as star seeds and light workers and new earth leaders, meaning that you've been doing a lot of healing work and you've been a generational cycle breaker, and you released a lot of the collective or the generational karma. But we are still healing, we are still healing, going through constant elevation, and there's lesson and growth cycles. But we've done a lot of the difficult parts. So right now is more of us readily recognizing any negativity in our minds that is from the past, or by reconnecting to the past, or by us being surrounded with environments that are, hold certain energies that are in the past. For example, certain family members, or for certain situations, that memories that come up. It's not that we still need to heal from those wounds. But it's more likely that we healed a lot, but then we still need to transmute those energies of negativity is what is coming up. So a lot of you, including myself, we've been working also as an energy transmuter. So, a lot of projections that we took on from family members and people around us that are the karmic relationships that we released, is because we were having this gift and ability and capacity to transmute these energies. But then the role shifted as the world, meaning the Gaia, the vibration of Gaia has shifted. We are on this new role. And that's why these words, like in terms that nowadays people use, like the chosen ones, or, all these words, I believe is around, is because of these energy shifts and all this cycle ending and beginning. So there's a lot of energy of continuous death and rebirth. And at this particular time, there's a lot of energy in regards to North Star and embodying our energy to further walk towards that path. And so whatever that you are doing, wherever you are, continuously review your intentions before you decide that you want something, is the key message that is coming up, repeatedly. So for example, the reference that came to me was like Silicon Valley, the startup boom that took place. I think it was like, I don't know, it's early 1990s, it's 2000. I don't really know the exact time period, but the startups started to be very popular, and San Francisco became the hub of all this Silicon Valley and all these startup companies and money and innovation, everything began to boom. And there were a lot of investments like stocks and so what happened was, when that energy came with new cycle of innovation that we needed, like further expansion and development of internet. For example, when we look at the news in America in 1990s, when they talk about internet, like they were scared of internet and they saw that as something negative. And just like that, every innovation brings this fear because of the idea of unknown to humanity. So just like that, we are going through another cycle with, AI and other developments right now. But just like that, because it was booming, a lot of people were in it. So a lot of resources started to go towards that, chase after that. And so there were a lot of startups and a lot of companies. And with that, a lot of scamming as well, because the money's coming in, the funds are coming. So a lot of investors were interested in these companies or new developments that were booming because it wasn't because they wanted to support the technology or people who were behind these innovations, but because they wanted to make money off of it, you know? So it was all about money once again, and the greed, the power. And so the energy that we are leaving behind right now. So just like that, we don't want to repeat the same cycle. And in order for us to clear and purify that energy right now, with new technological developments that we are having with the age of Aquarius, meaning the Pluto entering into Aquarius, that's going to speed up everything, that's going to shake things up right now, is that a lot of the collective consciousness is still very much in that mindset or the level of consciousness, chasing after money, the materialistic aspect of things, and that's going to feed on more the banker's occupation, meaning this is a new modern form of imperialism right now. It's all about the money right now, who controls everything and enslaves people. So just like that, all of these like small startups, they were doing presentations to collect funds from people to invest, and there were a lot of scams, and they were just going in for the money. So if I develop this, if I take this opportunity right now, then it's gonna blow up and I can make money out of it. So once again, it was creating out of the ego and the fear of missing out, that is the lag, rather than really questioning, how can I help people? What is the real problem? And how can I innovate these issues? And what is the real purpose and intention behind me wanting to create this product or create this service or wanting something? And without reviewing this, we could create a lot of things out of the ego. And you may be a very spiritual person and you could be the person who meditate, but we constantly have to ensure by aligning ourselves and doing disciplinary spiritual work was the word that came to me just before. And further purification is required, further embodying the innocence that has the higher level or the form of wisdom. So innocence is a pure form of wisdom is the word that is coming up, and we underestimate innocence, and we used to see that as weakness, and we used to, therefore we wanted to manipulate innocence because of the power struggle, the power game, the power dynamics that we were living in the age of darkness and survival. So rather than being cherished, rather than being honored, nurtured, guarded, meaning gardening this energy, it was taken advantage of. Okay, so what's coming to me is toxicity. Okay, so we need to revive the energy, and with that, the channel song that came was the Return to Innocence by what is it? Was it Enya? I forgot the name of the group that was singing the Return to Innocence. That's the name of the song. So just like that, we need to return to the innocence as a light worker, as a starseed that is awakened, that is embodying higher consciousness. And there's a lot of energies that are coming, and especially the energy of dolphins, energy of lions, energy of tiger, energy of moose, energy of deer, energy of whales, sharks, doves. So if you are seeing these animals as your spirit guides or the energy archetype right now, you may resonate with this message more so. So there are a lot of energies of dragons still that are in big support right now. So the reason why we are called to embody and anchor this energy down is we need to not only feed the energy of the net that's being activated on the 222 in 2022. Now we need to anchor this down, and you hold very high level of soul signature is what is coming through. And so what is coming right now is the Ice Age, okay? The purification. And you may have been in angelic realm, overseeing, watching over the earth. Not necessarily you've been coming to the earth at that point. So you may be connected to a lot of the angelic realms. You may be an earth angel is what is coming up. And also you have the capacity, you have a pure heart. And so when I share this message, it will resonate with you on a soul level. And the reason being that is we need to merge with our soul tribe in order to cooperate, meaning operate together. So the key words are co-create, cooperate, right? And then community, so community. So in the age of Aquarius, Aquarius energy is about very much about the humanity and building community together. So we need to come together to build these communities that are in need for New Earth. And for example, like there will be innovations and education for how to farm is coming to the surface as something very significant and of importance. And, you know, farming, agriculture, and, you know, that will be another community that we could build. And also community will help each other, so there won't be any need to worry or fear. And we help each other out, and it helps us to live in abundance. So this documentary that I saw is coming as a reference very like long time ago, maybe like 10-15 years ago. It was this tribe in Indonesia, and that tribe wasn't discovered until recently at that time. And it was their first time like going into and with the camera filming how they were living, and the people there were the first time meeting people outside of their little world or the culture or the tribal culture. And what happened was one of this family, I remember, has a very big impression on me, was this woman who had 5 children, and her husband recently died while he was fishing. So there was an accident and her husband died. And this person interviewed the woman and said, "Are you worried about how you're going to live?" and blah, blah, blah. And she said she was smiling the whole time, like in a very state of high vibration. And I said, "I'm not worried because I get food from my neighbors, I get food from the community every day. I'm provided with everything that I need." And she didn't have the concept of worry or the lack. That was the feeling that I had. It was very impressive for me at the time. And it gave me certain realization. And even though her husband died, she said she was sad and she cried, but she's not worried. And that same tribe, whenever they had food, they shared with everyone. And another thing that was very impressive was there were like hundreds of people, like little children, and they were all gathering, and there was this process of giving out food. And everybody was smiling, like very in high vibration. Nobody was fidgeting or negative, like, or worried, or so there was no such vibration. And then it took like an hour to distribute everything, but then people were not complaining. They were just very, very content and happy, and just very peaceful, until they received the food. And it was because they weren't waiting. They were trusting, and they were in the present. And they interviewed the person, like, aren't you frustrated or worried that they might not have enough food until it's your turn, right? But then, without a doubt, the kids said no, and the people said no, because we never miss out. It's like they were like, no, and I always receive my food. And so when I saw that interview, what I got at that moment was like, they don't have any concept of lack. They don't have any concept of limitation. They were living in nature, they were wearing the clothes or the little things out of the woods, right? And they were living in a hut. But their mentality was, there was nothing lacking, right? And they completely trusted. And they were always happy. And that was very, made a huge impression on me, that documentary. So that is where we are going back to. How we live and how we are going to appear may look different, but that is the energy that we are embodying right now at this time. And that's why we need to continuously cultivate this energy of mindset that is rooted in the abundance, the limitlessness that I also shared in my previous latest video. And so with that, what we need to continuously work on and be the example of is to live in a state of peace, state of flow, state of surrender, that is the trust, on a day-to-day basis. And as you do so, you are anchoring this energy down. Therefore, as a result, you are adding that energy to the net. To the net meaning the core net. So Lightworkers and all these souls who hold a lot of high vibrational soul signature. Okay, we are adding to the net for the collective to hold the vibration of the earth. And that's why your role, again, is very important. And the Gaia is coming through right now to remind you with this quote from Lao Tzu, that nature is never in a hurry, yet everything is accomplished, as a reminder for those of you who may connect to that message, okay, and resonate. And with that, I think I wrote this down earlier last year, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I wrote this down, but while I was going through my old journal and then throwing out old ones, I found this and I kept it. And I kept it on my desk. And I'm really feeling guided to share this affirmation with you, to activate and to haul this energy in right now. Okay, so I'm going to read this. So what you can do is you can use this affirmation to stay in alignment with your highest self, with your highest purpose, and continue to transmute any of the negative thinking or energies that may be coming to the surface, because you have the capacity to do so. And before I read, the message that is coming up for me to share is to use the violet flame with Archangel Zachiel at this time, because a lot of the negative energies may be surfacing. The purpose behind it is for you to clear that up, burn this energy up with the dragon energy that is huge right now. And if you're watching this, you may meet the divine feminine rising. That is the term that is in use right now, that is referring to you embodying and balancing out the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy within, but you hold the power of the divine feminine as your soul signature. That is the flow, the surrender, the creator, the magician. So you're called to further learn to anchor this down so you become the co-creator continuously. And with that, the Omega Dragon, the Black Dragon, came to me during my sleep time on 222. So that is coming to me once again for me to share at this time with you. So you could work with Omega Dragon, and you could meditate with the Omega Dragon. You can meditate with the Black Dragon. So with the Omega Dragon, you can visualize beautiful white bright dragon coming through with the power of divine feminine energy for you to create the fertile ground. And with the Black Dragon, you could shield the energy and then put you in that cocoon, okay, for that beautiful divine potential that can grow within and, you know, provide fertility, the divine feminine. It's like giving birth, okay, the fertile energy. Okay, so in order for you to do so, you need to continue to reflect, continue to meditate, and also okay, the big message is that you are the bringer of the higher consciousness. Okay, so I'm just reminding you. Okay, so that is the big message. You are the harbinger and the bringer of the higher consciousness for the collective. And in that, you have a very strong mission right now. Okay, you're called on to that. And, you know, in line with that, you're called to continue to speak your truth, continue to express your authenticity as an example for the collective who may still be in the darkness, who may still be in comparison, be in that judgment and jealousy state, right? You are continued to stand strong, to be who you are in any given moment. Okay, so with that, that's the message. And I'm going to read this affirmation. Okay, so it goes like this. In the name of God and all that is light under grace, I now command that all lesser, lower pathways be closed, and I be guided to the highest path only. I now call to me forth my responsibilities and blessings as a co-creator in the divine plan for the new golden age. So be it. It is done. I am the only one creating my reality. Okay, so you want to repeat this 3 times. Okay, I'm going to read 2 more times so you can do this with me. Okay. In the name of God and all that is light under grace, as you listen to this and repeat after me, you can close your eyes and connect to your third eye. I now command that all lesser, lower pathways be closed, and I be guided to the highest path only. I now call to me forth my responsibilities and blessings as a co-creator in the divine plan for the new golden age. So be it. It is done. I am the only one creating my reality. Okay, the last time. In the name of God and all that is light under grace, I now command that all lesser, lower pathways be closed and I be guided to the highest path only. I now call to me forth my responsibilities and blessings as a co-creator in the divine plan for the new golden age. So be it. It is done. I am the only one creating my reality. So how you can utilize this is you can write them down, okay, 3 times, or you can, as you meditate, you can repeat them verbally out loud or silently 3 times. So every time you do it, you want to continue connecting with the number 3 is the key message that is coming for me to share with you. Okay, and then as you do so, you want to stay present, connected to the every word that you are saying. And as you do so, what I'm seeing is these words are coded, is what is coming. So I didn't realize these words were coded when I wrote this down earlier last year, and I kept it in my diary. Wow, okay, so my heart is, there's something that I feel very strongly right now. So as I'm looking at this paper that I wrote down here, I don't just see the words, I see these words lighting up with the golden light. Wow, okay. So what just happened was, as I was reading these words to you guys, you're going to receive transmission, activation of this codes for the new golden age that is in relation to your higher purpose and soul mission. Wow, okay. So as I'm saying this word, it's making me cry right now because of this energy and this channel message that is coming down from source right now. So that is really big. It's just coming through my heart center right now. It's so big. Okay, so with that, okay, let me just anchor this down a little bit. So this message is big, okay? So actually, if you're connected to this message and video, I want you to write this down. It's coded. It's going to really help you activate. Okay, and as you do so, you want to breathe in, breathe out, meditate with this word, say this every morning for some time. Okay, so let me just tap into my heart center as this energy, this huge energy is coming up, moving through, activating, transmitting. I feel guided to give you some light code transmission with light language right now. And I'm feeling called to use this rainbow clear quartz crystal. Okay. So I don't know if you can see the rainbow light. So a little bit, right? This rainbow light that I'm sharing right now. Okay, I'm transmitting this energy of heaven and earth, the beautiful 5th dimensional ascension energy with you. And there are a lot of ascended masters working in the Council of New Earth right now that is coming through behind me to further transmit these codes for the new golden age, okay, through this light, through this quartz crystal. That is what I'm getting right now. So continue to focus your minds to these lights that you see through the screen. This energy is so big right now. Such big energy coming through. It's making me feel... Oh my gosh, okay. Huakaiya kukuwa kukuaiya kakao. Wow, Wakakao, Ascended Masters with us. Oh my gosh, huge energy coming through. Kuakai Yakakai, the councils from the new earth, okay, is coming through behind me, supporting me with this transmission as my spirit team right now. Huakaia kakao, kukuaia kakao, kukua kakaia kakao, kukua kikia ua wawai kikia kukua kua waia. Ukukua kaua kikia ua kakao, kukuaia kikia kau, kukuaia kakao, kukua kakao, kukuaia kakao ua. Ukukua kikia kua kakao ua waia kakao, kukua kaia kakao ua. Ukukua kua kukua ia kakao kukua kakao wakikia kikikia kia kao kukua wa. It's expanding your heart energy, expanding the energy of love within your heart center. Wow, this energy is so big right now. Ukukua ikikia kao kukua kakao waia kakai kikia kao kukua ia kakao kukua, helping you to embody and anchor this energy down to your heart center. Ukukuaki yakakakawa wawa. Lady Nada is coming through as well. Kuakikia kikia kakao wawa wawa yakakao wawa. Ikikia kukua kukua kua kikia kau wawa 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 wawa. Ukukua kua kia kikia kakao wakakai yakakao kukua kakao wakakai yakikia kikia kakao wakaki kakakao wakikia kakao kukuaki ai kikia kakao. Spirit of Buddha is coming through. He's on the Council of New Earth. Kuakaya kakao wa 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 is with Lord Vuslu. Kuakaya kakao wa wa for higher consciousness, for you to embody that in your heart center right now. Uakaya kakao wakakao kukuaya kao wakakao wakikia kao kukuakikia kao. Going deeper and deeper and deeper within the portal of your heart right now to anchor this energy down deeper, deeper into your heart's portal right now. Kuakaya kakao kuakakuakikia kao wakikia kao kukuakikia kao kukuaya kikia kao kukuakakaya kikia. Lady Portia is coming through. Kuakukuaya kikia kao Saint Germain. Kuakukua kikia kua wawaya kao wawawaya kikia kukua kikia kao wakaya kakao waya kakao wakakaya iya kia 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 kukua iya kikia kua. Black Dragon, Omega Dragons are here. Ukukua kia kao wakikia kao wakikia kao wakakaka kao wakikia kukua kia kao wakikia kaua ya 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 kukua kaua kaua kakia kia kaua wa 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 wa. Wow, 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 ya kakao, wakakaya, kakakakakao, wow, 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 wakaya, kakao, ikikia kao, kukua, ya kakao, kukua, wow, 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 ya kakukua, ya kakao, wakakaya, kakao, kukua, kao, wakikia, kao, kukua, kaya, kakakakakakakaka, further helping you to balance out the divine feminine, the divine masculine within yourself. Kuaka kukua kua kukua ia kukua, to help your divine feminine rise and lead the way. Kua kikia wa kukua kikia kukua ka wa kikia ka wa kikia ka wa kakao wa kakia kikia kakao wa ikikia ka wa kikia ka kuku kukua ia kakai kikia ka kukua kakai kakakakakao. Kaua kikia kaua kakai kikia kakai kikia kikia kia kia kikia kikia kia kia kikia kikia ku 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 kia kia kikia kikia kia kia kikia kia kia. Okay. Wow, this energy was huge suddenly coming. So I believe that everything is happening with divine purpose and timing. And so this had to come through for the collective, for those of you who are going to connect to this energy in the video and the message and resonate and still resonate and watch till the end, okay? So for the last time, I'm going to share this, I'm guided to share this energy of the rainbow. Okay. Oh my God, okay, so the message that is coming right now, actually the reason why I'm doing this and I'm not seeing the rainbow is because as you see this different, the cut in the crystal right now, and as I was going around trying to find the rainbow light, okay, the purpose behind for me to do so and pull to do so is to embody your multidimensional being that is you are. So you're not one thing or this one identity or this one idea or this concept. You are a whole other dimension that is multidimensional being. And that's why this came as a representation of this different shapes and reflections and light and all this in one that's representing that energy. And as you are being connected to it and watching this, you are being activated to call forth your multidimensional being that you are further on as a light worker, new earth leader, anyone connecting to this energy right now. And you see this pink light here. Lady Portia is coming through. Lady Nada. You hold this divine feminine energy within, and that doesn't mean you don't have divine masculine. You're already balanced within, but in this lifetime, that is what is bringing and leading you the way for the collective at this time. And with this pink light here, you're further activating, integrating, anchoring that down into your heart center. That is a portal, and today the portal is opened. And we're going deep and deep and deep within the heart center's portal right now. That is the message that is coming up. That's why the energy feels huge. That's why you feel the sudden surge of energy or the shift in the energy right now throughout the day suddenly. Okay. Okay, so okay, so this is really nice because I love it when there's unexpected things coming through that is in the moment with the divine support, with my spirit team. Wow, okay. So before I end this video, being called to also talk about this book, Remember Who You Are. This is with a lot of activation for higher consciousness that I didn't know why I was writing. I didn't have anything in plan. I didn't know whether it would be a book. I just kept on writing poetry and writing things down as I was inspired, especially since 2022. And I just had the idea to put together as a book. And it came to me that this holds a lot of vibration of higher consciousness that I've been channeling, that I've been receiving, continuously activating ever since I woke up in 2018 was a message that came through big time recently. So I'm guided to use this as a guide for higher consciousness and activation for that. So I'm going to close my eyes. And what is the message, the collective message of higher consciousness that I guided to share for the collective, and the collective that needs to know at this time that can help them awaken to their soul self, or the higher self. Okay. So this is in alignment once again with the messages that I've been sharing all day today, with the video that I shared earlier today that I uploaded as well. So the poetry, the title of the poetry is How It's All Created. So I wrote, when I focus on how there is no one who understands me, I begin to feel lonely and sad, in agonizing, blaming, and complaining, and suspicion of all existence. I only see the flaws and the errors. I am only limited to experience the lack and the scarcity. When I focus on how I am always by my side, who is always there for me, I begin to feel grateful and loving and appreciating, honoring and nurturing, in acceptance of all that I am and everything. I remain open and see the unconditional love and support. I am aligned to experience ever-flowing abundance and prosperity. So this poetry, when I was writing it, I was reflecting on my journey, throughout my life in this lifetime. And this is what came through the realization, that I used to live in a lot of lack and scarcity mindset, in fear and doubt and all of that. I had that whole experience, right? So, I was having that moment, reflecting, and then this poetry came through. And I have this light codes here that as you look into it, there's codes embedded, so you can meditate with this, or you can activate your soul signature with this to embody this energy. And the excerpt goes, okay, you are the abundance. Okay, so as you see, I hyphen this to abundance is the dancing in joy. Okay, the purpose behind experiencing lack and scarcity is to understand what it's like to experience feeling powerless, not enough, incapable, insufficient, and unfortunate within oneself and with one's life, so that one finally turns inward to go deep within to recognize the truth. With this redirection one begins to feel motivated to get to know oneself deeper as to what really hurts them, where those wounds are really coming from, and how they can heal them. When one steps onto the cycle of healing, one gets on a new journey of learning, recognizing, growing, and transforming through one's expansion of perspectives. The so-called limiting beliefs are one's stories and narratives of who they are and how the world is in each moment. These stories are then constantly curated based on what they choose to identify with, therefore select, align, and perceive as the truth in that moment. This constructs a certain belief system in the subconscious. Therefore, as one shifts one's own belief from lack to abundance, simply that is what one perceives as the truth, therefore aligns within in frequency energetically, therefore becoming what one experiences physically. In this sense, we are all given a choice constantly and abundantly. It is up to one whether one is choosing what they would prefer to experience in that moment of choice, where one is automatically choosing something out of a fixated pattern. One is unable to recognize that it may not be their most preferable, but still chooses out of compulsion. Universe is always abundant, generously, limitlessly, and constantly providing for you. The key is for you to recognize this abundance and align yourself with it by accepting limitlessness. Remember, you are abundant. Okay? And the affirmation, below here that you can use, write down, repeat them, right? Meditate with them is, I am grateful for all that happened, all that I was, and all that I am today. I am grateful for all the lessons that helped me to grow, mature, and evolve. I am grateful for all my experiences of pain that taught me to love and nurture myself. I am abundant. I flow in abundance. I embody abundance. I accept abundance. I appreciate abundance. So this is your capacity that we all have to turn any pain into power, so-called, or any powerlessness to powerful power within yourself, so that this is just your perspective, or the shift in your perspective, okay? And once you do that, everything automatically follows in that order. So we don't need to try to organize this order. When you are aligned, when you are in the right place inside you, everything else falls into the place that is also in alignment with the message that I shared in my previous video regarding life purpose and identity and limitlessness and all that. Okay, so for that video, I'm also going to share the link in the description box down below. Okay. So if you want to purchase this book, okay, this is on Amazon right now, and there's a link in my description box below. So I encourage you, if you're resonating, to read through the poetry or the excerpt, or use the affirmations to activate something within your soul that's going to help you awaken and anchor certain energies down in your subconscious. Because I'm guided to share this story. Everything that happened that I didn't realize what was going on was also taking place in activation and transmission in my subconscious. All the things that I was reading, all the experiences that I was going through that I thought was random or had, I couldn't connect the dots. So it's like what is coming is Steve Jobs' quote, like, in hindsight, you could only connect the dots, right? So in hindsight, I was able to connect the dots, and all the things that happened earlier had a purpose, had a reference point in the year 2023 or even now, that I didn't know why I had that meditation or that dream, the message, what I was seeing and visited by the angels and other beings and all of that, while I was going through a lot of activations, even when I didn't know any of this stuff or any of these words or terms. I was like a newborn baby, basically. But the activation, that consciousness was anchoring that down in my subconscious, awakening my soul, was taking place in that moment. So I started to have memories further down the line, tapping into the Akash that I was already doing, that I didn't know that I was doing. So just by listening to these words, or if you are put to further read this, what is coming to me is that we are connected on a spirit level. You may be my soul tribe, right? And that at this time, I'm helping you with this. And there's a little story that I'm sharing on this journey at the beginning. Okay, I'm guided to share this part, my travel around through different continents. Okay, so 70 poetry. So yes, that is all for today. Okay, sudden ending, right? Okay, no more messages right now. The energy was amazing, very daunting. When that energy comes through, it's very overwhelming. So that's why I need to ground myself further. And also, I need to really connect with nature tomorrow morning. Okay, so that's what I know I need to do. It's making me laugh because every time like these energies come through, yes, that's what I have to do to anchor that down. Otherwise, just like I need to have this human life as well. So anyways, that's all for today, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.